Hi, it's Anne. There are so many things I wish I could tell my younger self. The version of me who was so naively in love. So many warnings I wish I could have given her. So many advice I wish I could have told her. But there's one thing I wish I could have told her the most. To listen to herself. I should have listened. Not to anyone around me. Not to the excuses I made. Not to the apologies that sounded just real enough to believe. I should have listened to myself. Because the truth is, I knew. I didn't have any proof. Just a feeling that wouldn't leave me alone. Like a crack in the glass, small enough to ignore, but never small enough to not be there. Everything was still intact. Nothing was broken yet. So I told myself that everything was fine. That if I stayed and held on long enough, it could be fixed. Eventually. But in the way my chest would tighten over the smallest things, the way my mind kept going back to the same questions that I was too scared to ask out loud, something inside me was trying to speak up. Like being underwater. You can see the surface right above you. You know that if you could only reach it, you'd be okay. But you're just not close enough. The voices continue to whisper in my ears, quietly, repeating itself over and over again, and I just kept silencing it. I kept convincing myself that I was just overthinking everything, that it was just insecurity, that it was just anything but the one thing it truly was. I did see the signs. I saw the glass slowly breaking. I just chose to look past it all. Because loving you felt easier than accepting what loving you was doing to me. So I stayed. I gave you so many chances you didn't ask for. I defended your name in conversations you weren't even in. And I kept choosing you even when a part of me was begging me not to. And the worst part is, the cracks don't fix themselves. They slowly spread more and more until there's nothing to hold on to anymore. And when everything finally broke into pieces, when the truth finally stood right in front of me, it didn't surprise me. The feeling felt familiar, like I had lived that moment in my head 1,000,000 times, and that's when I couldn't ignore it anymore. I wasn't blindsided. I was only pretending not to see. Ignoring the feeling, ignoring the change, ignoring myself. I should have listened the first time it hurt. The first time something felt off. The first time I had to question my worth and whether I was being loved right. That's the part that hurt the most. It wasn't just asking why you did it, but asking why I still stayed and kept giving you parts of me you didn't know how to hold. Why I kept choosing you when you stopped choosing me. Why I kept listening to you instead of listening to myself. Why I kept belittling myself, quieting myself, ignoring everything in me just to make room for you, even when I knew the truth. And I guess I just didn't want to admit it. I just kept pushing it away, kept telling myself it wasn't a big deal, that it would just pass, that we would be okay. I kept choosing what you were seeing over what I was feeling. I kept choosing you over me. But I stayed anyway. I stayed and hoped that someday you'd change. I stayed and believed your words more than my own instinct. I stayed even when loving you started to hurt more than losing you. And I know you never noticed. I knew you never cared. You never saw how much of myself I was losing just to keep you. And I lost so much, to the point I forgot who I was. But I still stayed, because I loved you. Back then, that's what I thought love was. It was the only thing I knew. It felt like a roller coaster. I was too afraid to get off because getting off meant losing the only thing I knew how to hold on to. So I stayed. But now, looking back, I can understand that version of me. She stayed because she thought she had to. And if I could go back, I'd sit with her and tell her, you don't have to keep hurting just to call it love, even if it's all you know, even if it's scary to leave. She may not believe me, but I'd still say it, because one day, she will.